I absolutely love video game controllers. I love collecting them. I love playing them. I mean, we need them for any system that we got. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite video game controllers, and we're going to start out with a huge one. But before I show you, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications on your cell phone and on YouTube. It will help out the channel. It will help our goal to reach 50,000 subs. Next year, maybe we can even get to 100,000. But this controller right here, the Mortal Kombat. Ooh, it's heavy. Look how big this thing is.
That's what she said.
This is the Mortal Kombat Xbox 360 and on PS3 arcade stick. Now this was a limited edition controller for Mortal Kombat 9, the rebirth of Mortal Kombat. This is a big boy. As you can see, look, it's Mortal Kombat logo right here. All you gotta do is clip it and oh, it's heavy. Hold on. Oh, look inside this thing. Look inside of it. Look at that.
Look at that. That's nice and shiny.
Look how beautiful it is, y'all. You can store your lunch in there. No, you don't want to store sandwiches in here. You might want to store another controller in here, but this thing is amazing. It has great buttons, great stick. This right here is amazing. If you can still find one now, this one is around about 75 bucks on the old eBay, but I got that in Goodwill for like 20 bucks. Deal still can be found. I remember going to Toys R Us, and when I seen a Nintendo 64, I saw this controller. I was like, how am I gonna play it? But this right here, this is how you hold a Nintendo 64 controller, people, okay? Look, right here, or like this. Your left hand, it moves. Your right hand stays on this side, okay? We got it. Good. The Nintendo 64 controller, a timeless staple. And when it introduced the Rumble Pack, guys, this controller is amazing. This made Super Mario 64 one of the best games in the world, in the top 10, in my top 10. I absolutely love the Nintendo 64 controller. Let me know if you like it, because some people really don't too much care for it, but I do. Neo Geo, the AES, is an amazing machine. You still got the games in the back, but the Neo Geo has several different controllers. Now, this is the regular controller that you get, the arcade stick, 4 buttons, clicky joysticks, but this is not my favorite one. But I definitely want to show you the Bean Neo Geo controller. Same way, a little bit more simple, a little bit better, but all of those Neo Geo controllers fail in comparison to the Neo Geo CD controller. This controller right here is
so good.
So good, in fact, that it made an updated version of it right here by 8-Bit Dough. The exact same Neo Geo controller. Not as clicky as the original, but it still gives you that feel. You put it back to back. Look at that. Look at that. Also, you can use this on other systems, but see, you got L and R at the top, or you can map those buttons. But the Neo Geo CD controller is amazing. This thing still fetches about $50 to $60 loose. It's definitely a darn good controller. I had to put these two controllers together because, main one, the Wii U controller, you can't play the Wii U without this. The Wii U Pro controller, this thing never dies. I think this thing gets like 80 to 100 hours on a single charge. I played this thing to death. If you have a Wii U, you definitely owe yourself getting this. You're definitely always going to get a gamepad, but the Wii U Pro controller is gold, man. Nintendo, they make some great controllers, and this one, anybody who played this would agree. It just feels right in your hand. It's so good. Why would you want anything else on the Wii U?
Hey DFW, are you in search of the ultimate playground for all your electronic and gaming needs? Your quest ends here. Introducing Founded Electronics and Video Games, a local business proudly serving the community for 12 years and counting. We're not just any store, we're the largest video game store in the DFW area. From next-gen consoles to nostalgic favorites, we've got something for everyone, and it doesn't stop there. Aspiring Pokemon Masters, feast your eyes on our wide array of Pokemon cards, figures, and so much more. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are always here to guide you to exactly what you've been searching for. Not sure what to get? We're now offering gift cards that make for an ideal present for any occasion. You've been looking for it, we found it. Come in today and explore the ultimate gaming and electronics haven right here in DFW.
We have Xbox 360, but my favorite 360 controller, this is the Halo 4 one. It's beautiful. I absolutely think it's great, but we all know, why are we still using battery packs? I don't want to push this because they'll turn my Xbox 360 on. This controller is so good. The Xbox 360 controller is the best Xbox controller they ever made. Why don't they just make this again for the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, all those? Just make this again. I mean, just make an updated version of it. Please, Microsoft, I'm begging you. I love the 360 generation. A lot of us do. Bring this controller back. All right, I'm gonna get back to my list, but let's talk about these Retro Fighter controllers that they sending me over the years. I'm very happy they've been partnering with Retro Fighters over the years. They've been sending me so many amazing controllers. I just got this GameCube controller. Haven't even tested it, but I know it's great. But y'all, for the last couple of weeks, I've been playing this Mantis PS4 controller, y'all. Look, this for the PS4 and the PC. We did not forget about you PC players. No, they did not forget about you. Look how beautiful this controller is. Look how beautiful the controller is, y'all. Look at that touchpad. I showed this on stream. I showed this. It is amazing. And look at that green. That's different, right? Look at that. And my PS4 just turned on in the living room. It has range, people, but they have many different type controllers like these right here. You need something for your Dreamcast? This Dreamcast controller. Did a video on it a long time ago. I am still rocking this thing. It's my main Dreamcast controller. Got another Dreamcast controller we're gonna talk about too in the video. This right here. And then, how about for the original Xbox? I love the Duke because the boy got a big old hand.
That's what she said.
But this Hunter and Hunter Green is definitely fire. They also got the Defender for the PlayStation 1. Now, how you gonna play this on PlayStation 1? A lot of these come with dongles. Retro Fighter dongles. These are amazing. Check out Retro Fighters for all the kind of controllers they have. So many for you to choose from. They're bringing more out. They got a lot of them. Follow them on Twitter also. Tell them Mr. Rightway sent you. Now, let's look at another favorite controller of mine. All right, let's get into the weird controllers, right? We're gonna give you a couple weird controllers. The first weird controller, and I know we lost count, don't worry about the count. We got a Slime PS2 controller. That's right, this Dragon Quest controller. When I went to Japan, I always wanted this, and I seen it, and I'm like, wow, I got to play it. Cause I love Dragon Quest, but y'all, at the bottom of this controller, look at that. A regular controller, and it's by Hori, so. I mean, they make good controllers. You have to experience this controller. Yeah, you look really crazy sitting playing this controller, which I'm already looking crazy, but I think this thing is great. It's amazing. Just look at it. A controller that smiles at you. Man, they got a lot of weird controllers on the PlayStation. This one right here is right up there with them. Another weird controller that I got when I was in Japan is this Neocon. It looks like just a regular, third-party controller, right? Play this with Ridge Racer and look, it twists. You know when you're playing games back in the day, I know y'all did. I know I was doing all of this right here. Like, oh, you can really get into the game. I really got into the game. I'm sorry, because when you play, back in the day when you're playing racing games, you was like, just imagine this right here. It's like a steering wheel controller. That's what it is. Now, the one I really want, I don't have, is a Ridge Racer 4 controller. I got a picture of it right here. I definitely will love that in my collection. Probably gonna try to get that soon. This right here is just so weird, y'all. But I love it. It's for the PlayStation 1. It will work on the PlayStation 2 because, you know, PlayStation 2 plays PlayStation 1 games. And you probably could get it working with a converter, you know. You're gonna have a lot of fun doing this, y'all. What can I say about the Sony DualShock line? From the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the great DualShock 4. I think they reached perfection with the DualSense. The DualSense on the PlayStation 5. And now they took it back old school with this right here. Look at this old school packaging. Look just like the PlayStation 1. You know, you saw the unboxing. Look, y'all. Look at this PlayStation 5 DualSense 30th anniversary. It's so amazing, but it doesn't stop there, y'all. I got them all. Hey, got the Astrobot. Astrobot is a darn good game. I thought the eyes was going to light up or something, but you don't like Astrobot? What about Spider-Man? That's right, nobody can do it like a spider can. Like this controller. The Spider-Man controller is so great. And then your boy can play God of War, the God of War controller. One thing about these controllers, when they're released, just like the Concord one, I sold that one. Do I want to go back and get it? I don't know. But these controllers do hold their value, especially the special edition ones, not the special color one, the special edition one. Even the one at GameStop that we got, I don't know what to call this thing. It looks Spider-Man-ish too. But the DualSense, the Sony DualSense DualShock line, I just put up all together, but they reached perfection at the PlayStation 5. Let me know, you might disagree with me, and that's okay. But man, you cannot, I don't think nobody's came close to really beating the PlayStation controller. I like it. I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm very biased. Speaking of the PlayStation and fighting games, there is a fighting game controller out there. Did a review on it. Been holding on for a long time. Good old Hori hook your boy up. This right here. I had one for the PlayStation 3. I don't know where that is. Back in storage somewhere. PlayStation 4. Anytime I'm online, I'm playing. This is definitely next to me. I do not play fighting games with the real controller. I play all on this one right here. It is so great. Go back and look at that video on the channel. All right, back to weird controllers right now. There's one game on the Nintendo Switch that came with a controller. Can you guess? You might be right, but it is this, the Pokeball controller. This thing, I love this controller. It only works with 2 or 3 games. I mean, you sit right here and you just use this, just like this. And on the screen, I'm probably doing some. But yeah, y'all, look at this. This controller is so small. The controller is a Pokeball. I mean, an actual Pokeball that you can actually catch Pokemon in. I mean, I love Pokemon. Who doesn't? This controller is great. I like it. I like it. I love real controllers. I mean, I love Pokemon. And this ring that is right. No, I ain't gonna do that, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. This controller, you will catch them all. Almost made y'all read between the lines. The Sega Saturn wireless controller is so much better than a wired controller. You know, you gotta have your controller wireless these days. But this right here this controller for the Sega Saturn, y'all. It's one. Look how beautiful it is. 2, I love controllers that easily can play fighting games. just like this. I'm not a huge fan of arcade sticks. I'm a huge fan of arcade controllers. I love those. It's just, the buttons feel good. They look great, they feel right. This controller is very light too. It's not heavy, but it's darn good. Do you have this one? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, so when I got the Super Nintendo for Christmas, y'all, this controller, I'm looking at it now, brings so many good memories. I remember getting that controller out the box and like, this is the next evolution. I mean, I got 4 extra buttons. It went from Nintendo from 2 to adding Y, X, and then L and R. Oh my goodness. This was like the greatest moment of my life. This was the greatest moment of my gaming life. The Super Nintendo controller is so, even to this day, I'm playing it. I'm just like, oh, you see the Super Nintendo in the back. Should have told you guys, as you can see right there. It should have told you that the Super Nintendo controller was one of my favorites. Now, the question is, what controller is your favorite? Did your favorite controller make the list? If it did, that's okay. Let me know down in the comments. I definitely want to know what controller drives you. What controller gives you that like, oh, I absolutely love it. Or let me know your most hated controller, the one that you cannot stand at all. And always remember to do it the right way. See y'all next time. All right, Christmas is almost here. I know y'all guys are looking for good deals. You saw the last video. In this video, we're at Found Electronics. You know, I'm always here. They got a lot of good things on sale, some things that gamers really want. So let's just check out and see some new items, some cheap items, some expensive items, and things that people might want to get for Christmas.